The difference between men and women facts you can deal with him or her systematically. It seems like men and women are from two different planets. At least that's what author John Gray claimed in his early 90s book. Some people agree with the sentiment, while others definitely don't. But today's researchers are getting to the bottom of things with studies about the biological uniqueness among men and womankind. Research psychologist and assistant professor at Weill Medical College, Peggy Drexler, spent a lot of time in her career evaluating the different traits between the sexes. No surprise, we are all human at the end of the day. Our needs and feelings need to be met, and we share some basic necessities. But Drexler discovered that women and men are different when it comes to resolving conflict, expressing emotional, showing regret and communicating. Studies uncovered that female and male bodies have some pretty individualistic traits, many of which they're still trying to wrap their minds around. Here is a list of some pretty unbelievable things some people may not realize about the female body. An immunologist at Heinrich Pet Institute in Germany, Markus Altfeld, claims women's bodies possess particularly fast and strong immunity, which could explain why they don't get totally wiped out by the common cold. Yet a strong immune system can also cause problems. For some, it can't overreact and attack healthy cells. Women are more likely to get autoimmune disorders than men, so this could be the reason. Great hearing ability. Sometimes men don't listen. But it's not their fault. He simply isn't using each side of his brain at the same time. No kidding. Indiana researchers at the University School of Medicine, via Science Daily, show women listen and use both sides of their brains. Ladies, that doesn't mean you are a better listener than the opposite sex. Our research suggests language processing is different between men and women, but it doesn't necessarily mean performance is going to be different, says Joseph T. Lurito, assistant radiology professor at IU School of Medicine. We don't know if the difference is because of the way we're raised, or if it's hardwired in the brain. The downside to this great sense of hearing was shown in a study that revealed women who have stress-induced exhaustion are extra sensitive to noise. This can cause sounds at a normal volume to sound painful to the hearer. Pain tolerance. Women can give birth, so clearly they have a super high threshold for pain, right? There is no arguing the immensity of labor pain, so it is believed that women have higher pain tolerance compared to men. This has been debated in many studies. A study 11,000 patients showed researchers could provide robust evidence that women report increased clinical pain compared to men across an array of diseases. Bear in mind that is reported pain. So are women more likely than men to say they have pain and thus more liable to seek treatment? One study evaluated the issue of gender roles and discovered that while not unanimous, evidence suggests potential gender biases in pain treatment. Other studies seems to show that men have a higher pain threshold, but it is definitely an area that many people, including doctors, don't fully understand yet. Ability to smell. Obviously, your sense of smell is a pretty cool thing. Both men and women have smell receptors in the nose that give signals through the olfactory nerve into the olfactory bulb. This then informs the brain what you are smelling. Most men have a little more than 9 million cells in the olfactory bulb, while women have nearly 16 million. Plus, women have double the quantity of neurons, which are brain cells that help you evaluate info, way more than men. A study once demonstrated that women can sharpen their ability to decipher smells when they sniff the same scent over and over, whereas men cannot. So when your son tosses his smelly gym bag on the ground and you gasp for air, it's likely he'll respond, "What smell?" It's just one of those differences between males and females. Great eyes. A psychologist and neuroscientist at CUNY Brooklyn College, Israel Abramov, has spent decades poring over how humans use sight. In his many years of research, he found that vision differs between men and women. The Smithsonian reported in one study that the Abramov and his team employed a computer to show both sexes lines with different widths and contrasts. The team discovered that women could see the lines better, especially as they became more blurry. In another study, Abramov found women were able to discriminate more subtle gradations in the middle of the color spectrum. An example, tones that women deciphered as orange look more yellow to men, while sometimes green shades look more blue-green to men. So, why? Abramov proposed that perhaps men developed the ability to see moving objects to hunt better, while women preferred to be able to evaluate more colors to find edible plants. Even the researcher considers his theory highly speculative, to be fair. Asymmetrical breasts. It's completely normal to have one breast bigger than the other, but did you know that this is true for single women on Earth? That's correct. You and all other women are in the same boat. Board-certified plastic surgeon of 740 Park Plastic Surgery, Dr. Daniel Maman, said to BuzzFeed, 100% of women have breast asymmetry. He explained why this is the case, saying, "It's just normal anatomical fetal development that results in asymmetry on one side of the body. Differently shaped or sized breast pockets and breast volumes of tissue can also cause asymmetry. More unevenness can also result from breastfeeding, especially if baby favored one side. Some women opt for breast augmentation to improve symmetrical appearance, but boobs will never look exactly the same. They can't be twins, just sisters at best. More prone to cellulite. Cellulite doesn't affect all women, but some 90% do deal with skin dimpling, say osteopathic physician Lionel Bissoon. He confirmed this when interviewing for Scientific American. He went on to say cellulite starts when estrogen levels decline. When this occurs, women lose receptors in blood vessels and get decreased circulation, so less oxygen and collagen are made. Meanwhile, fat cells get bigger and start to push beyond the collagen and boom, cellulite. Women age 25 and 35 get it most, because that is when many women develop cellulite around knees, hips, thighs, and butt. If you wonder why cellulite mainly affects women, Bissoon says, estrogen makes fat whereas testosterone breaks down fat. So a woman's body is basically, and I hate to say it, genetically designed to be a place for cellulite to develop. Meanwhile, men have only one layer of fat on their bodies and women have 3 times that in theories where cellulite usually occurs.